Hello, welcome to battle number 4 of Gotta Start Somewhere, season 37. Here is my team again. I am going to share the rental code at the description. So if you guys are interested in playing this team, it's not my team, it's Cobalt's team. But be nice and you can always take a look because I sent him a message and he didn't reply. So the enemy is running Miraidon, Koraidon, Klefki, Vivaroon, Archaludon, and Charjabug. I'm guessing it's like a Miraidon, Koraidon plus something, right? They're pretty bad against Miraidon, but guess I can still bring out the Kyogre. But it's so bad against Koraidon too, but what is it really going to do against the Miraidon, right? Maybe I'll switch into a Landorus in a little bit. Let's see. Because they're both, I'm pretty strong. Well, Kyogre doesn't really do anything to those restricted mons. So I just better hope that they're not bringing them. Okay, Charjabug and Klefki. I wonder what Charjabug is running. I'm guessing some sort of prankster, maybe lowering the speed. Mirakora, more scared of the Miraidon. So I'm gonna light screen. He'll probably screen no fake out. Let's start with water spout and see what it does. I really wonder what the Chargeable is capable of. A little bit scared. Okay, light screen, that was expected. I'm gonna also put up a screen myself. Water spout does decent damage. Alright, not bad, not bad. Okay, struggle bug to lower the special attack, right? Yeah. Gonna set up the other wall and I'm gonna switch out into the Calyrex. It's probably going to switch out again. Maybe Charjabug switches out into something else, and Klefki sets up the Reflect. Maybe I should have foul played, but it doesn't really have any attacks against it. Oh, maybe Struggle Bug does decent amount of damage. But I can use the Glacial Lance to pick up some attacks. I mean, pick up some KOs and get some attack boosts. Reflect again. Electro Web, slow down the speed. I am slower, that is fine. Foul play into Charjabug, and I'm going to set up the Trick Room because I'm slower. Probably Charjabug is gonna use Chuckle again, I think. Steel Beam. Oh, I should have maybe Terastallized. Alright, that's. What is that? What is that attack? Therapy. My attack fell. That's not good. god, I might have been muted the whole time. I don't know when I unmuted myself, but I'm gonna have to take a look later. Protects, that is fine. Probably like an electroshock, but I am faster. This is so maybe he can full para. Leech Seed into there to get more sustain. Yep, electro shot. Special attack is risen. Now that the trick room is up, oh, does it die? It might die. Oh no, it lived. Okay. If it lives, I have a little bit of a better time. I will Leech Seed, and that boosts the attack. I'm gonna have to wait out until the trick room is over, which is going to be in 3 turns. So that is fine. I think. How many walls? Rain is about to be over. Foul play into charge above. I just want to make sure. Foul play into charge above, and I'm going to protect with the Calyrex. Get some more Leech Seed. Leech Seed up. Lunge protected. Oh, then maybe he's shooting the electro. Wow, that is no damage. Yep. Oh, it's just flash cannon into the Group Stomp. Okay. That is fine. Not the best. I think the rain is over. I'm gonna have to bring the rain back. Leech Seed back. Now I am faster here, but I'm not going to risk it. I would rather sack my Kyogre. It only can attack into 1 slot. So I'm going to Water Spout and Glacial Lance. Charger Bug will probably use like a Lunge or Struggle Bug or anything like that, but I will be faster under the Trick Room. Our Chaladon may go off first. He'll probably use an Electro Shot, but then maybe Origin Pulse would have been a better choice if it is going to attack with the Kyogre first. I should really think before I press. But definitely the better play would have been Origin Pulse because I am predicting. Oh, I could have Terra. That's it. I should have Terra. Okay. Glacial Lance kills a Charger Bug, gets the attack boost. Oh, and everything worked out. Kyogre uses a Water Spout, kills the Archaludon thanks to the full para. Grimmsnarl is definitely doing the work here. What does he have in the back? There's charge about 1 more Mon in the back. It is going to be Miraidon. Okay. Miraidon is there, so I am going to Grass Terra, Ice Beam into the Miraidon and Glacial Lance, and that should be game. He's gonna use like an electric move onto my Kyogre, or he could protect. Oh, all right. He Fairy Terra, Fire Terra, or Electric Terra. Okay. I mean, all in all, it doesn't make that much of a difference. Probably boost the electric type attack. Glacial Lance. Boom. Does decent amount of damage. Ice Beam also okay damage. Discharge, not a lot of damage. To my Kyogre, it's not very effective, even if it is a critical hit. I think the trick room is over at this stage. Yeah. Twisted Dimension turn to normal. Going to Origin Pulse the Miraidon, switch out to the Landorus now that the trick room is over. Probably get hit up an attack, take the discharge. Yep. Doesn't affect my Landorus. It will do minimal damage to my Kyogre with the Origin Pulse. Shit kill. That is game. It was interesting. I wasn't really sure of what the enemy was trying to do, and I know that I was muted for a very long period of the game. But it is what it is. I'm just gonna have to write down that it was muted. Well, if you guys enjoy the content, please subscribe, leave a like, comment. Anything helps out with the video. So let us move on. So here is the team that I am running with the code if you are interested. Like I said, this is just a recreation of the team that Cobalt, Mr. Hirota Apple, has posted in his blog. Only the difference is that Rillaboom is running the Grass Terrastol instead of Fire, because it does mention how it wanted to just take out the Urshifu with the Grassy Glide on a Kyogre Urshifu team of the enemy. So I have tried that. I haven't personally used Rillaboom myself yet, but if I feel like a Fire Terrastol would have better fit with the team, I will make that change in the future. So now moving on to the VOD. I took a look at the VOD briefly. I don't think the mute was for very long, so I am going to move on. The enemy was running the Klefki Varoom. There's some weird Pokemon. Varoom is the evolved version of Varoom. Revaroom, right? Yeah, Revaroom. Not this. Archaludon, Charjabug, Miraidon, and Koraidon. And he brought out the Klefki Charjabug lead with Archaludon and Miraidon. That Archaludon was very strong because I provided the rain for him, which he always said. Oh, hold on. I do want to do this. Okay. So I bring out the Grimmsnarl, Kyogre like I always do. Set up the wall, set up the water spout. I knew the damage output of those two could not be that great. It ended up Klefki was doing a decent amount of damage, but set up the light screen first, and then the reflect with the water spout. Do that. He sets up the screen as well, but what am I gonna do? Water spout does decent damage. Struggle bug, it -1, so I didn't wanna have this in at -1 because yes, it could take out the Klefki, but Klefki wasn't doing anything. If the Klefki was supposed to do a meaningful work, he's probably gonna set up another wall. I didn't have to kill it. If I did kill it, maybe I would prevent the reflect from going off, and my Ice Rider would have fared better because the enemy wouldn't have the reflect. Maybe that is the play. So I reflected and I switch out into Calyrex, but I feel like I could have just pressed Water Spout again for good damage and kill off the Klefki. But like I said, because Klefki is not really known for its damage output, or at least so I thought, I left it there. And here, that was my mistake that I paid with the Steel Beam from Klefki. I think he uses Reflect here first, and I use a Reflect Electro Web to slow down the attack. So I decided to, well, this was my fault, but maybe I switch out the Grimmsnarl into Kyogre. That is definitely something that I could have done. But like I said, Steel Beam did a decent amount of damage. Not enough to kill. It is very special defense bulky. I invested a lot into it. Well, Cobalt invested a lot into it. And Foul Play, I can see, doesn't do a lot of damage against the enemy Charger Bug because it's not a very defensive, very offensively heavy. I am -1 with the Ice Rider, so maybe Glacial Lance doesn't do much. So I'm thinking, rather than trying to hit the Archaludon and give it a lot of boosts, I will just use the Leech Seed to get some HP out of the Archaludon. Thunder Wave into the Archaludon. Even with the Trick Room, I was kind of fishing for the full para, stalling out the turn for the my Landorus. Charge Bug protects, as in really going for that. Thunder Wave into the Grimmsnarl and Leech Seed into the Archaludon. And Electro Web, it survives. It is a miracle. And then I can just have it stay there for a little while. Now Grimmsnarl doesn't really have much to do, so I wanted to almost sack it. I only did Foul Play because I just wanted to do some damage and not get off the speed boost that I wanted. I wanted a safe switch in to my Kyogre when the rain is gone. So it's just an attack, and it finishes off my Grimmsnarl. It did outlive its potency, set up both walls, set up the Thunder Wave where it needed, rain stopped, Kyogre comes in. And here, like I said, in the middle, I should have Grass Terra my Kyogre here, Water Spouted, and then Glacial Lance. I should think before. I should always take a moment, about at least 10 seconds, think about what I need to do, think about what the enemy was going to do, and work that out. It worked out for me in this time because he was fully paralyzed. But if he got off the Electro Beam, it would have been really bad for me, and I would have lost the game without the full para. And now that I'm looking at it, I don't think he was running the stamina, right? Because it wasn't going up. And it was just lucky. It was just pure luck. 25% that I won the game. In a game that I probably would have still won, because I will have the Landers in my bag, and then I would just hit the Sanseer Storm, and I would have still won, I think. Now that I have seen this, I Grass Terra, Ice Beam, Glacial Lance. Yes, he does Electric Terra, but all in all, the game is over from here. Right. I did get complacent. Not really complacent. I was just really not thinking. But like I said, always take a little bit of a moment. I don't have to press right away. It's not a race to see who can click the moves faster. So always think what their enemy is going to do. At least think of one thing that he might do. Electro Beam was just so obvious. It is something that I should always think of before I move on. Just take a little bit of time. It will be okay. Alright? Thank you guys for watching the video. I just want to be like, yay, I won. There you go. Second win. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next battle.